Hey, this is Ronan Dave. I'm up in Kashima in Ibaraki Prefecture for a very lively spring festival called Saito Sai. People dress up in very colorful and amusing clothing, beat drums and sticks together.
Momo-chan, Mr. Momo-chan. Chicken, chicken chochi. Saito Sai. Saito Sai. Japanese kabuki.
One of the nice things about festivals is the free sake you can get. So Saito Sai is a spring festival to pray for good harvest and for people's health in general. The festival is about 1,200 years old, but there's some elements of it that go back a bit further that was added later, and that is the Sakimori. Sakimori were people that were basically drafted to serve the imperial army down in Kyushu. This is back in the 7th and 8th century, up until about the early 9th century. Beginning in, around the mid-7th century, Japan was worried about retaliatory attacks from China because they had assisted and meddled in the three kingdoms of Korea around that time of the 7th century. So they were afraid of invasion. And so they called up coastal reserves all around the Kyushu area. And they recruited a lot from eastern part of Japan, the Kanto region, especially this area here. They used to be known as Hitachi, because the men here were used to fighting a lot. They lived up here with the Eizo or Emishi, who were kind of like the Japanese before they got the Chinese-Korean civilization. So they were used to fighting, used to having their own weapons. And so a lot of them were recruited from this area and sent all the way down to Kyushu, to the what is today the Fukuoka area. And that's what the wooden staves represent, is the spears of those old farmer foot soldiers. The Sakimori tradition was before the warriors that we call the samurai today. And a lot of them, they didn't, they're honor bound to do this, duty bound and by imperial law. And it did put a lot of hardships on the families, the farmer families up in this area. So eventually they abolished the system, but it went for about 150 years. Sakimori guards would go down to Kyushu for 3 years, and that's not counting the amount of time getting there and coming back. So you're looking like almost 4 years that they would be gone. They're famous in poetry because when they were passing through Osaka, which back then was called Naniwa, they would sing songs and do poetry reminiscing about their home before they left for Kyushu. And one poet at the time of the Otomo clan asked them to write down some of these poems, and then later got into an anthology. And that's what kept the Sakimori tradition alive in Japan long after the system had been abolished and the samurai class arose. This festival, very, very energetic. A lot of fun, a lot of humor. The faces are painted. They wear silly things on their backs and other things. Everyone is just having a good time. So it's a really, really nice festival on March 9th, every time on March 9th. Definitely check it out.